I feel like women's sports is the place where you can allow barriers to break down about like your conceptions of what a woman is. Get my gnarly bruise in there. My name's Quiva.
My name is Sarah. Everyone calls me Minnie.
Hi, I'm Genevieve. I use she, her pronouns.
I'm Corn.
My name is KO.
If my lips get ashy, y'all need to say something, okay? I'm Shamerika. The team calls me Sham.
When I first joined the team, I was like super shy. And in the last few years, it's become like a very important community to me.
I always had pressures of like society, and in a rugby community, I feel like you can just be your authentic self.
There's something about rugby that like when you enter the space, you are already shattering all of these ideas of femininity and sexuality.
Absolutely, it was like easier for me to come out as queer because I was seeing so many like awesome queer women around me in college.
I also came out as queer in 9th grade, like pretty much the same year I started playing rugby. And if you're strong, people don't want to mess with you. And I feel like it helps you really feel that confidence in yourself.
Rugby has also helped me embrace my queerness 100%. Being around people who accept me helps me really accept myself.
What if the most feminine thing about me is that I'm really strong and I'm really aggressive and I love to tackle people, you know?
Finding a community that shares similar experiences with you, it's like shows you that it's okay to be who you already were.
Yeah, that's real.
The second we break the boundaries of the idea of what a woman can be, all of a sudden the sky's the limit. And
Should we do the interview like this?
Yes.
if I was introducing someone to rugby, I would say that it's a contact sport. It's a combination of brain and brawn. It's similar to football, except you just don't stop. It's continuous, there's multiple phases. It's super dynamic. There's stuff happening all the time. You've got lineouts, you've got scrums. I remember the first time I ever watched a rugby game, I was like, this is like no sport I've ever seen before.
I've never felt so at home in a sport because of like the body diversity. And there's so much range and there's a position for everybody. In any other sport, I come to the field and people are like, ooh, the big one's here. You can be big and show up to rugby and people are like, ooh, the big one's here. Like, let's see what's about to happen.
Rugby was like the first place that I felt like I could use my body in the way that I had always wanted to, and that feeling of being like physically dominant is really celebrated here.
Especially when it comes to being aggressive, I felt like I couldn't do that in other sports, and with rugby, I can utilize all the strength that I have.
Being unlimitless and aggressive.
1, 2, 3,
Blue machine.
Every single person is out there on the pitch, like down to fight for each other. It's like super empowering when you're like running down the field and you see your teammate, they're about to get tackled and you're like, I will bust my ass to get there and make sure I can ruck for them and send them off the ball. And it's like a battle when you're out on the pitch. Rugby was the community that I always was seeking in sports.
When you know that you're literally gonna like put your body on the line for your teammate, like nothing compares to that.
Rugby helps you be yourself and confident and aggressive.
Run through people, tackle them hard, and then get celebrated for that versus being like, oh no, you're dangerous.
I think the thing that makes rugby like so special is like the contact.
In order to score, you have to have your team with you. It's not just one person. Like, you're doing something together. And I think that's what's also very special about rugby too.
That like actual on the field component of rugby translates to how we treat each other off the field.
I've always said that if everyone in the world could play rugby or tackle a few folks on a regular basis, we'd be much more peaceful, you know? This would be a very peaceful world if people could engage in healthy forms of contact and physicality in a controlled and safe environment.